naweza mpesa a favor cheza kiwewe I'm clever who you deba you dispose of me letters furthermore I know better
Black Market Records.
London.
Alhamdulillah, napenda ujana
5 p.m. Rythym Scope Show.
mama sai, kierere ama pia we mchai. Napenda wote, napenda wote. Latte ama we pote, weupe hadi chocolate. Napenda wote, napenda wote. Latte ama we pote, weupe hadi chocolate.
I'm looking for a Cinderella to fit in the show. Nataka mali moja visa kifanja mo true. This big fit here, you are living proof. Ubani sizi tosheka na wewe do. Some call it manipulation, others call it humanization. But truly it's just an infestation of booty and bitches in this nation. Kenya is a big nation, and every pretty girl is coming subpopulation. Ding dong. Nataka kitu mweru kitu lazima ikuwe new. Kitu inaka foreign kitu imetoka madu.
Napenda wote, latte ama we pote, weupe hadi chocolate. Napenda wote, napenda wote, latte ama we pote, weupe hadi chocolate.
Saa ingine usikie uso yangu siti, uwe ni mwoga nasikia wopiga juu miti. Mziki dawa lakini kijana sick bila mat mangeuswa nadai nipa manamba. Shaka slim thick palipopota taipata. Nilimpeleka date na ganji ya sadaka. Juu slay queen anajua tu kupika pasta. Mi napenda wote, kila type ni yangu kote kote. Stoki club leo hadi mini yokotwe. Hakukudenja kavibaya Sandra nyokote. Walete wote
Napenda wote, napenda wote, latte ama we pote, weupe hadi chocolate. Napenda wote, napenda wote, latte ama we pote, weupe hadi chocolate.
Gavana ni tax, you got tax in facts. Tuesday give me a facts in fact. Bogi kona sila ha intact. Ala, koni jumi jokes ni cap. Kwa hapa alisema anakuja isap. Mbea nilituma nikapenda nivap. Fine, alikuwa packed up. Alikuja bash na nadai kutoka pack. Tulipata back ya, ameshinda backpack. Alipigwa soki, after tumeransa. Una run mosh, huku tunastep back. Hakuna kachawa,
Yes, so welcome good people. Happy Friday to everybody. Karibuni sana to another episode of the Rythym Scoop Show. I hope you're well. I hope this Friday is finding you at great health and peace as well. Karibuni sana once again. My name is Katie. Of course, we were with you a few minutes ago, but I am back. Yes, of course, I'm the captain of the day. I hope your day is going on well. I hope to all those who are still waking up. I know we have people who are still waking up. Happy Friday. I know it's a very early for you, but anyway, happy Friday, and also karibuni sana. Get to join us and also get to enjoy this amazing broadcast that we're bringing unto you. We also have Shmani and Joby as well in the building.
Wagwan family, karibuni sana to yet another beautiful episode of the Rythym Scoop Show, yet the last one of this amazing week. I hope your week has been amazing. Mine has been fabulous. I can't complain. Karibuni sana. Keep it interactive till the end of the show. My name is Joby.
Karibuni family and enjoy the show. My name is Shmani. Interact with us and keep it locked.
Yes, remember we are live and interactive on our media handles. We are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere at Black Hot Fire Network. We are also live on our radio station. So in case you want to say something to us in case you would love to interact with us and you're listening to us via the radio station. Remember, you can always get hold of us on the live stream on the show page as well. You can just pin your comment, your chat, your sentiment on the comment section, or rather the messages are users. Also, remember, we have an active WhatsApp number, so you can also chat to us, or rather chat us through 0705-428-388, 0705-428-388. Karibuni sana. We started off our amazing show with a jam done by Furthermore. It is called Echo, featuring Hassan Melanated, and also we did the second one. It was a water, yes, Napenda Water, and it has a lot of artists in that one. We have I Foolish, we have Anko Jingjong, we also have Furthermore. We have so many of them, but I hope you did get to jam onto it. We're hoping to get to one more jam, get back to one more jam, and then we get back to our quote of the day. In case you have a quote of the day you'd love to share with us, kindly make sure you keep it coming, and also feel free to motivate us. Feel free to share those words of wisdom in case you have them for us. But anyway, we're going back to one more jam. This is Secret Lover, and it was a request by Shimani. I've never heard this song, but let's get to listen to it. Let's see Shimani's taste today.
Soft.
It's soft. Okay.
Greetings and salutations, massive. Here's Andrew Robinson, all the way in Switzerland.
I got you
And you're tuning into
morning,
the Black on Fire Radio.
moment. It's all about the small things. You're my secret lover, secret lover. I know when you're calling, it's about enjoyment. I enjoy it more when you're my secret lover, secret lover. Love the night I hear you calling, heat rising and I can't ignore it. I'll be on mine, I'm fantasizing. What you have done, what have you done to me? Handle your body like I never ever. Some diamonds, I'm shining for ya. Riding your waves like I'm riding on mine. Tell me what you can do, what you do to me. Tell me how you like it, let me control your hands on my waist. Just follow the leader. Can be a secret, tell me you can keep it. I promise if you stay, I got you morning in the morning, living in the moment. It's all about the small things. You're my secret lover, secret lover. I know when you're calling.
Yo, I just wanted to tell you that you should be having the best of Friday yet ever.
You're my secret lover, secret lover.
Make a link, wink a wink.
For me, it's serious Skip to the Weekend.
Feelings, no strings.
Oh, okay. May today be the Friday that ever Fridayed.
So much coming.
I'm feeling Fridaylicious.
Getting freaky, got me loving you up on the sink. You're so sweet and tender. Sote tuko na agenda. Sina jua vile naipendanga. I got you
Morning in the morning, living in the moment. It's all about the small things. You're my secret lover, secret lover. I know when you're calling, it's about enjoyment. I enjoy it more when you're my secret lover, secret lover.
so sweet and tender. On the agenda.
You're sweet and tender.
Yes, a Secret Lover. Ni Secret Lover featuring a Benson, or rather, my God, ilikuwa imeenda hiyo ilikuwa imeenda. But anyway, that is Secret Lover done by Benson over there. I hope you did get to jam onto it. And as we're getting started, how has your week been, ladies?
Mine has been awesome, amazing. Yeah, I'm Gucci. Yes, sir.
Mine has been great. I can't complain.
Okay.
How has yours been, Kate?
Mine has been good.
Yeah.
This girl is always feeling bonita.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm grateful, and also I'm happy that the week is coming to the end, and you can feel the excitement. Even the words are not even coming out because of the excitement of Friday. But anyway, on today's episode, we are hoping to discuss a lot about financial issues in a relationship, and this question came because, or rather, this topic came because I saw somewhere a man talking about a man should discuss financial issues with their wife, or rather, if I'm a man and I want to give money out to maybe my siblings, I should start discussing that with my wife first before giving out that money. And I don't know how many of you agree with that, because I totally agree, because once the finance is ours, we should talk about it, because it is ours. We should now work on how we are using this money together, because this is our money, not your money. This money doesn't belong to you alone. So if you feel like I want to give this money to my mom, you should tell me first, hey, I want to give this money to my mom. Hey, I want to give this money to my brother. But men will always be men. Actually, they will never do that. And also, they will give the money to the side chick, and they will not tell you, you know. And men are always men. But anyway, what I mean is that I feel like, yes, when it comes to finances in a relationship, and I've seen where relationships, I've seen where now people who are married, or rather a couple, who even open a joint account and they start saving their money there. And one party of the relationship realized that the money is less, and that the money was not supposed to be that amount. They realizes that the money now it's less, and they start asking, where did the money go? And the other party fails to explain. And I feel like now these are the problems that lead to some breakups, because Shmani, I cannot be saving my money with you, and then you just decide to use our money without telling me. You know, we have agreed to save together. We opened this joint account because we really wanted to save together, but now it can't be that you are using this money alone and we saved it together. You know, how do you feel about that? And also, how do you feel about finances in a relationship?
Personally, I heard what the guy was saying, and this is actually a pastor. Now, this pastor was actually telling men to consult their wives before sending money to siblings. And I kindly disagree. In a certain point, if it is a joint account, joint means y'all are putting money together. But if it is my money and my salary, you know, that is what he was saying. Pesa ni yako na bibi yako. Let me read his words so that we can get to explain. Now he says, eti dada yako mwenye wewe mwanaume amekuja anataka 20,000. Mwambie pesa ni ya watu wawili, mimi na mke wangu. Unajua? So pastor advises men to consult and seek their wife's approval before sending money to their siblings. You know, so me, I have had this, and I was thinking about my situation. Because let me give a short story. Nikiwa kampo. So my sisters were married, right? My elder sisters, they are married. So nimefika point yenye nikubaya, niko karibu kuinama. Unajua, like it's really bad days of campus. And I'm like, my sister is not going to give me money for any shit. She's not going to send me money. Because they were just weird. Like my sisters, they were not giving me money.
You're calling your sisters weirdos.
Yeah, the elder ones, they were crazy with finances. Like they are very strict with their money. Stingy. And then, let me say stingy, but I don't want to say stingy because they listen. They were paying my fee. They were paying my fee, so I don't want to call them stingy. So after they paid my fee, they didn't want any hello. Send me money. Send me money. So I am broke to the and then my mom was, shout out to my mom, she would send you money and tell you this is for the whole week. But as a student, in Africa point, the money is already gone. Now you don't have money. You have to hustle from uncles, from, you know, friends. And then so I'm like, okay, now this time I'm going to my brother-in-law, right? So I call him and I text him, hey, hi, kindly send me some cash out, blah blah blah. Nikamwandikia message refu, like a long ass text. You know who sent me the money? My sister. And I didn't ask her, and I was trying to hide. Not to ask her the money, you know, not to ask her, because, and then Now my brother-in-law sent me money, and I took it just okay for the first time. And then another day again, you know, student is a student. I text him again, right? I text him again for the second time. And then I tell him personally, because the last time I had a conversation, my sister, I think she aliongea weirdly. I didn't understand. She said that when we had an argument, I think she said something like, I don't want you asking for money from him. So that made me feel some type of way. I was like, why would I not ask him for money? We are related, you know. It doesn't make sense.
It's funny you go asking people money because we are related.
It doesn't make sense. He's my brother-in-law. Come on. He has married my sister. Why is this? He's ours. I don't understand, you know. So me, I text him. That's what I text him. Hi, kindly send me money and don't tell my sister. I tell him, and please don't tell my sister that I asked you for money. Hey, my sister sent me money again. So I'm thinking, at a certain point, I'm thinking, why the hell would they have this conversation? And this guy was saying, this pastor now, he's saying that, you know, when you tell your partner that you're sending money to your siblings, and then your partner is the one that sends money. Now, for example, now the pastor is actually saying, now I'm trying to reason, because I never understood why I all the time I used to ask him for money, it would pass through my sister. So for example, if I am a man and my sister is asking me for money, my wife should send her the money. Of course it is my money, of course it is not even my sister's money, it is my money personally, but I give my wife the money and I tell my wife, send to my sister. So when my sister receives the money, according to this guy, eti anaenda kupeana some message back at home that these people, they're united, you know, and stuff like that. You know, so I'm thinking, if it is your money, it's supposed to be your money. Nobody's supposed to dictate who are you supposed to give your money. You decide. I don't actually get it. I'm supposed to send for my brother money, which is from my pocket, and I'm still consulting my husband. My money. Eti my brother ananiomba do, unaonaje nimtumie.
The conversation is not nimtumie ama nisimtumie. You know, at the end of the day, he's your brother. You have to sort him, you know. But the conversation is to let your partner know, I'm using this portion of money to send it to my brother.
What if I'm not giving an example of a joint account, because if I give my
I'm not also
my brother-in-law was not asking him about CG 20,000, 500, unajua 1,000 shillings. So it's not a lot of money. Using a joint account utatoa utao or utatoa 500. I believe if my brother asks me for money like right now, I know he will text me, hey, buy me lunch, or send me money, unajua quick money. So do I have to wait for my husband or my boyfriend or whoever, hey, I want to send money, what do you think about it? Does that make sense, Joby?
No, imagine when I was growing up, I also saw this in my family, like my mom and dad, not even them sending money outside. I would see them, like I observed this when I was still growing up. I would ask my dad for money, but this money I'll get it from my mom.
From your mom, exactly. So
and
why?
I wonder, why does my dad has to tell my mom before they give me money? I would even go to my dad and tell them that I need this book and this book costs this much, but
your mom is the one
my mom comes now, she asked me, I heard you want a book, how much is that book?
I know.
Where can I go and buy it? She actually don't give me the money. She goes and buys the book. I didn't understand that. And imagine there was a time, my mom, shout out to my mom. My mom is a funny one. So, my mom never used to go to church. She would go to church in case there's maybe some occasion she needs to attend. And Kitambo, my dad used to tell us, you know, your mom only went to church for you to be baptized. So there was this time, like we were so grown. Kitambo, we were being given coins to go for the tithe. But now, when we were so grown, my dad used to give us like notes. So there was this time, my mom would stay at the door, wait for you to ask for money for tithe, and then she waits for you. She would come. How much have you been given? Bring, take this. She gives you a coin, and then she asks you. I was almost 12, 11.
she asks you, unaenda kukula kwa hiyo kanisa, shika hii mbao.
Kweli though.
Yeah, it was true.
It's true. 12, 15, 16, ni ukweli. You're going just to spoil that money.
Alikuwa ananiuliza, hiyo pesa unaenda kutoa sadaka, unaenda kukula kwa hiyo kanisa. Alikuwa ananipea 20 bob ama 5 bob. I remember tukiwa wadogo hivi tulikuwa tunapewa 1 bob.
Kwa sadaka?
Yes.
Wewe long as umeweka kitu kwa
umeweka. Ati sinyi ni watoto shikeni.
Anawapea
shilingi moja. My mom was that mean.
Our dad could give us 50 bob. Actually could give us 100 bob. So ingekuwa easy kukula 50, ubakishie 50. Like it was so, alikuwa feel sijui, you can't remove a coin. Like it is so embarrassing. You going to the church and dropping
my mom,
coins.
she doesn't feel like that.
Actually, I grew up with that notion. Like going to church and dropping coins is not okay. Me all my life. Hata kama ingekuwa 50 bob, I'll go look for a note. Just drop the note.
Oh my God,
Let me tell you that there was now after I was maybe 16, I saw now our church came up with this now a box. It was a wooden. So you would hata kama una sadaka unatoka pale unaenda unasimama hivyo ati unaambia yes Catholic. I didn't kitambo we were not doing that. So nakumbuka mamangu aliniambia leta ishi kambao. Una imagine mbao inaenda kulia
what are you saying?
Embarrassment. And you know she's not in the church to feel the embarrassment. So it's the dad.
In high school, I'm in high school and we have to pay. I just go under my box. Anything I find, sumuni, shilingi, so long as umesimama umeweka, me I would go. And I'm already.
But the most important thing ni bora tu umesimama.
Bora umeweka na umesimama.
Imagine kusimama uende uiname hapo.
I have never done that.
Maybe ni ngumu, but so long as una bomb, unaweka bomb.
So long as you don't spend anything.
No, actually it was embarrassing. Mimi nilikuwa sasa nakaa uko mwisho kabisa, ndio watu wa mwisho ndio watakuwa wanaenda wakati hiyo kitu imejaa manoti, ndio ukirusha coin yako isilie tu durururu. Actually it was so embarrassing. And you know the funniest part, my dad could feel embarrassed because he gave us money.
And your mom too.
And my mom took it and she gave us coins. So siku moja now the dad asked, mbona nilisikia ukirusha nini kalia? Nikamwambia dad, mama alichukua. My dad could never ask mom about anything about the church. No, you know, my mom is kichwa mbaya. Angemuuliza hiyo kanisa wanaenda kukula huko. Yes, that was funny. But anyway, what we're trying to say is that now I've seen like couples, they have to ask each other about finances. Hata kama ni how you're spending them on the children. If now I come, I say to my dad, Dad, I want this thing. And my dad will not be the one giving me the money. Najua pesa ni yake. Yeye ndio atapatiana. But it is not direct. It has to pass through my mom. And my... You didn't understand that?
I didn't understand why that would happen.
Also in your family used to happen?
All the time.
Oh.
You? No. My dad, if you could tell him you want money, strictly, it's either he's gonna give you or not. I think I've described this even from the moment my first menses, when I was now introduced to my dad. Like now, sir, I'm fully living with him. The first amount of money I ever asked from him was 50. Actually, it was before I even started living with him. I remember it was my birthday, like a month after me being introduced to him, like November, December. Then so December 3rd, it's my birthday. I text him like, hey, today is my birthday. Anything you could just do for me, hata kama ni punch, I could just appreciate, you know. But this guy told me, and I just met him like a month ago, you know. Then he tells me, unafikirianga pesa inaokotwa? You think money is being picked from the ground? Who are you to just text me out of nowhere you want money? And I felt frightened. Actually, that's the moment I felt frightened about him. And I was like, wow, so this is someone I can't even talk to in a friendly way. Because I approached him in a friendly way. You know, because of course, money is not being picked from the ground. People have to hustle. You have to work to get money. And I had that mentality already. But you telling me and coming to me that way, that's an attack already. So the least amount I ever asked was 50 shillings for sanitary towels. And this guy told me, don't you ever tell me anything disgusting as such ever in your life. So every time I could ask him for money, like unlike you guys are saying, you could get it from your mom. Me, mind you, I've grown up like half of my life I've grown up with my mom.
Yeah.
So with my mom I can say it was ABCD, like it was so easy with my mom to talk to her, to communicate and everything. But with my dad, I could tell him I want this and it's him to give.
Okay.
My stepmom could not touch anything of mine actually.
Okay.
If I want school fees, it couldn't pass through my mom. If I want pocket money, couldn't. If I want money for trip, it couldn't. Like it's straightforward from him.
Yeah.
So for me, I can say it was quite different.
Yeah.
It was quite different. But when it comes to like, I think I've seen that too, and I don't know how to explain it. But I used to see my stepmom complaining. That's why I'm saying it would come from straight just here.
Yeah.
My mom even had no say. My stepmom, sorry, had no say in my dad's finances. I could remember like my cousins could call wale wa ushago, ama sometimes my grandma, like my mom's dad, the mother to my dad. Sometimes she could call, my grandma could call like she wants this and this, and my stepmom could start complaining. Like na juice hizo hata ndio imetuma ama hajatuma, but ashaanza complain, unatuma kwa nini, ama unasikia saa zingine anakuja kunicomplainia, nasikia hii pesa imetumwa fulani na hata mimi sijui, niko like that is none of my business. So actually for me it was, I could find myself in between their issues with finances because he's sending without telling her. Unlike the way you're saying, most of the couples, it will have to pass through their mom. For them, it was different. But sometimes I could find myself included in the financial crisis, and at the same time, I could see how my stepmom is misusing the money. She's given the money at a feature.
Maybe that's why she was never involved.
And at the same time, my dad could get the money and the feature. So you see, like what was selfish to each other. They're both selfish to each other. Like nobody wants to share their wealth, and nobody wants to share their bank accounts, their pins, nothing.
But you can't tell somebody 100% of
of what you
definitely. Even my husband,
you can't tell them your
worth. Mind you, it's like you've employed your wife or let's say your husband. Let's say you have a boutique running of clothes and a lot of stuff, maybe wigs and maybe a bunch of shit, makeup, cosmetics, and you are capable of earning $1,000 a day. And maybe you've employed your husband. I'm just saying, you've employed your husband. You're just busy. What has happened kuleta stocks too? But your husband knows how much you make a day. So today, tomorrow, like she's accountable of how much you've earned today. So let's say if in a week you've earned $1 million, anajua, but she won't touch none of this $1 million. Trust me, she won't.
That's
because the business is hard.
That's being a slave. Because that's why I was me being a child. Because the wife could work for him, and me I used to work for him, but he couldn't pay us. This guy, we used to earn 100k hivi siku, nashika hivi 100k a day. And who set up kupatia do? Na kikupatia mingi, it's $1 na unamefanya sana. And umefanya the most.
And maybe you work for the whole month and no salary.
My brother Shakil manze.
And no salary. That is what I remember after Form 4, my mom had a shop. Now she used to tell me, come and work for me. Now everybody who I'm working with, because she had like 3 people working in the same shop, everybody we are working with on a equal salary. Except me. And I'm the one waking up in the morning very early.
You go clean the
shop.
Nafungua.
Those guys, they come later. After hiyo mi ndo napeleka pesa kwa bank almost every goddamn day. But ikifika end month, I'm not given salary for anything until I told her, I'd rather go and work for somebody else than working for you, because nikifanya mtu mwingine I'd get the salary.
That's why it's never advisable to work in a family business.
But again, now let me ask you, in a situation where, for example, I guess sometimes, where we're talking about financial issues, talking to your partner about it, maybe your partner wako doesn't like money going out to your family. We've had, families like competition. Let me just tell you, I've noticed and I've seen this with a lot of families. For example, in my family, we used to live with a lot of relatives and cousins when we were growing up. But I realized, no, my cousins would come, wanakuja kututembelea, wanasoma kwa hiyo town yetu, babangu anachukua in because we had a big house. They would just live with us. Unajua? But I realized now mimi kukua when I'm growing up, nasema but the only cousins that are coming ni side ya madhangu. I don't see my dad's relatives coming so much, like living together. They'd come and visit and go. But most of the cousins that we used to live with full time walikuwa from my mom's side. So I'm asking myself this question: is it some type of biasness unajua, because my dad also has relatives, but his relatives don't live with us mostly. It's my mom's relatives. Sijui mtoto wa sister yake, sijui wapi, mtoto wa sijui auntie yake wa wapi. I also saw that. Unajua, so I came to ask this question. Why is it that ikifika time ya kulive, it's only the mom side? And then now imagine in a situation that this didn't happen to my family because I didn't even know about financial issues. But imagine when you have a wife that doesn't want, because I've had people when wanasema wewe unatumaga tu pesa kwa familia yako sana. You know, for a man, if my mom for example is asking me for money and I'm actually supposed to consult my wife about it, my wife would always be like, no, don't send them money, you know, don't do this, unajua. You always send money so much. So if you have that type of a person in your life who doesn't want also you to support your people, but your family, they just want you to continue supporting her family and family and family. That's why you find most couples don't consult each other on this. Because anajua, at the end of the day, even if I tell you, you're still gonna get to that point where you're going to feel a certain type of way. So you see, in those kind of situations, it is not advisable to even consult your partner, because at the end of the day, you actually know their thought. But if it is also a joint, for me, I believe if it's a joint account, you actually have to talk about it. But if it is a personal account, your money, it is your money. You don't have to consult somebody. I'm sending money to somebody.
But now, Shmani, imagine you're married. Yes, you have a husband, and this husband works. Maybe he gets a salary of 50,000 per month. Now, imagine he tells you, "I've sent 30,000 to the family. The bills are not paid, but I've sent 30,000 to my family." What are you supposed to
madness.
say?
That's madness. And first, let me give my point, because I've not given my point on the whole view. For me, I believe it's not okay of you denying me the right of how I should cater for my money or how I shouldn't. But if we've come into an agreement, like I'd put it in a both way thing. If me and my partner, like, I know what is earning, I know he knows what I'm earning, and we have bills to pay. If let's say we are on a 50-50 thing, like we're both in this, I believe we should be able to tell each other what's next. In case of any emergency, let me know. So in case we also have any emergency, I should know how we should prepare ourselves, you know. So I believe it is okay of partners telling each other somehow. If you both know your financial status, let you know, or rather let each other know of any emergencies that occur. Don't keep it a secret. Because like I love the example she's giving. Like there's no way you're earning 50,000, bills are not paid, then you just give away all the money. You're insane. Something is literally losing your mind, and that is not correct. But if it's a joint account also, I believe you're supposed to say. If it's a joint account, whether it's joint account, whether not joint account, I believe you two should sit down, have a balance, talk about each other's difference, who should chip in what, who's gonna chip in what, who's capable of what this month, who's not capable of what this month. And maybe that's how people literally grow. Personally, this week I've been speaking about this week on Wednesday I gave some really amazing points on how to build back the black family. Because if you look at us, we've been destroyed, especially the women. We're turning away the men, while the men, it's gonna get to a point where when we're gonna be coming back, they're no longer gonna be interested, because we chose first to look at our financial status and like not be able to support each other. Like we're more than like, I'm not gonna do a man who I'm earning the same. I'm not gonna do a man who's earning below. I believe for me it's all about contribution. But of course, Pia Mr. came to who's earning
but
low.
It's the independent woman thing that has gotten so much into
that's
women,
the thing.
Yes, but can we all agree we are supposed to talk about finance? It depends, but also remember we have to talk about this. You know, imagine Shmani, just like the example I gave
That's why I'm saying
it depends with the situation, but at the end of the day, I want my man to come and resonate with me. I want to send this money to my brother because he needs this and this. You know, some people are the ones who are supporting their families. They are breadwinners in your family and their families too. So you're not. We have women who are so mean. They don't want to see their men supporting
their family.
But also we have weak men who are just all about their family and don't want to take.
They want to be controlled by their
moms. Not accepting of I have another family that I need to man up and take care of. Sometimes let me tell you, especially when it comes to like now you starting a family, starting from getting, the moment you agree being proposed to, that is you agreeing to marriage.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting yourself into. Literally, you guys, I don't know how people get into it, but I believe personally, you're both into this. It is your life accounted, it is this man's life accounted. Either you build each other or build each other separately.
Yeah.
And if you want to build each other separately, you'd rather be single.
Yeah.
Stay single. Because if you can't stay together and make a thing, then it's not gonna work. That's how simple for me I've come to figure and learn things out.
I do agree.
It's not gonna work.
I do agree with you, Joby. and
Either
Kate.
tuelewane.
I do agree with you, but from the conversation of sending money to your siblings, you know, that depends. You know, of course, there has to be financial talks. Skia, there has
I
to
have
be,
an argument.
listen, there has to be financial talks. I agree in the fact that of how we spend money in the family, what output and input, how does money get into our account,
Yes.
what are we going to use this money for?
Yes.
As a family, that conversation has to come in.
Yeah.
What I actually have my, conversation, and I did disagree with this man because he didn't talk about a joint account.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
talked about your money. So this is your money. We of course, let me give an example as to why I disagree. I have a joint account with my husband, right? Any money I'm gonna remove or any money is gonna remove, definitely there has to be a conversation. And thank God to banks right now. If you have a joint account, nobody can withdraw without the other person's
Yes,
signature.
true.
So even if he doesn't want to consult you, you have to find out in
That's
a certain
it,
way
yeah.
because there is no money that is unless he forges your the
Signature.
Yeah, I've had people, and this time I was in police station, and this woman comes in, akasema, this guy he's dating. Kwanza aliulizwa, we were with you during that time we had scandal. So this
remember.
woman, she came to the office,
Yeah.
and then akasema sijui pesa yake hamani,
Ametolewa.
somebody has withdrawn her
Someone,
money, and then the police asked, are you sure it's somebody, not your boyfriend
Not
or
your
not your
boyfriend,
husband?
yeah.
And then she said, no, it's my friend. You're lying. Say the truth. And then she said, it's my boyfriend. Unajua? So I'm saying that evil people, they can come, they can know your password, they come and take money from you. Some can even forge your
Yeah.
this one and I signature. Some can even steal your ID. I
Yeah.
have had a cousin. Oh my god. Oh my god. So my cousin was raised with my aunt, right? My aunt, she doesn't have kids, but she's blessed. She has lots of money. So she has actually taken care of my cousins that are orphans, wengi sana. So one of his favorites knew her ID, knew her password, knew her bank account.
Oh, no.
And he went and withdrew a lot of money in her account.
Oh, no.
And guess what? My aunt it was my aunt's weakness. I don't know how, because my aunt is somebody you cannot, I don't even know her. Like I never, ni mtu nilikuwa naogopa hata kuishi na yeye, because I used to hear the way she would beat people, punish people, unajua. So I was just scared of even going to stay with her or even say hi to her. But I heard my cousin actually knew and went. So I believe there are people who can do this. If your child can do this to you, we've had even their mothers coming out. Another story that I would like to also put it together. A woman, she's selling mama mboga, right?
Yeah.
You know the way mama mboga is a hard job.
Yeah.
So anafaa peleke mtoto wake form 1. And then she's been saving and saving money in an account. Guess what? When she's taking her child and alipe fee, ameshampeleka hadi shule, imefika point ya let's clear now the school fee. Anaenda kwa account negative. And she had saved almost for 7 months.
She had 50,000 plus.
She had 50,000 plus in account. I don't know if you read that stuff.
Yeah, I read.
But this one is a woman I know from Embakasi. She went nuts. And then she realized there is no money in account. Mama mboga. Husband is a drunkard, someone doesn't even care. But moms with their kids, they never leave them.
Yeah.
So she's been catering boga, doing everything for almost 7-8 months. They have saved this 50,000 shillings. And then she's going to pay, anaambiwa hakuna pesa.
There's no money.
Na mtoto imebaki point yenye mtoto sasa anafaa afanyiwe nini? Apelekwe shule. So you can imagine the frustration, and then she comes and realizes is his son. So you can imagine if a person, a family member can do this to you, meaning a partner can also do this to you.
Of
at the same
course.
time. So at the end of the day, the reason as to why I'm talking about consoling each other with money depends also. If
I even advise people not to have joint accounts.
No, it depends.
You can save your money personally.
No, but for example, Kate, if you want to grow with somebody, this conversation have to come, because growth is not only him. Unajua, ndio nane nasemwa tubebane juu. You cannot date somebody who you're not growing.
True.
So at the end of the day, you have to grow with this person. So these financial conversations have to come up. How are we getting money? Who is doing this?
But
Who is doing this?
actually-
so they have to come up at a certain point.
Yeah, personally, I think I've come to realize the best way you can know a partner you can grow with
Yeah.
from the small steps,
Yeah.
from the small procedures, from the
Yeah.
small. And I've seen this even from my past relationships. No matter how long, like me, for the least I've dated, I think it's a year.
Yeah.
And the longest too. The least and the longest. The least and the longest really. But yeah, my serious dates, the least and the longest.
Yeah.
It's a year.
Yeah.
If I'm taking you serious, it's
Yeah.
a year end.
Yeah.
And I've come to realize, just look at someone who if you really can grow with someone financially, in a way, venye ana chip into
Yeah.
hiyo kidogo, like anaonyesha, I got your back, you got his.
Yeah.
I got your back, you
Yeah.
got his.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you'll find that for you guys, it's gonna even be easy for both of you to save, for you to also
Yeah.
maneuver with the bills,
Yeah.
you know, because you're helping each other. You're not letting one person carry the whole baggage.
Exactly.
You're not letting the other partner carry the whole baggage. You're balancing it.
But you guys, have you seen men who are mama's boy and they are married? These men are married, but they are still mama's boy. Their moms control the relationship,
And
the
their
marriage, and
finances.
their
Wait,
finances.
wait, go marry
Hassan
your
the
mom.
footballer. What the hell do you mean?
Not Hassan.
What was his name? Muhammad or Hassan?
No,
The other
it's
one, the
another
one
guy.
who took the wife's
He
The mom
had
is-
saved all his money and the
In his
mom's
mom's
account.
mom account.
Imagine,
And
and
the
you
wife-
have wives and kids.
It's the kids part for me. The
I
wife's
know.
the wife, it could be understandable.
Imagine the wife
But the
now
kids-
had to share what she had with the man because this man
Has no money.
has no money.
It's on a
In
man.
the court, this man has no money. Everything he earns goes to the mom's account. Imagine. And now the wife had to share her money.
So you can imagine how evil this person is, and definitely you can imagine how about your kids. You know, at a certain point, how is it going to be? You have kids. Imagine instead of putting that money to your mom, you have kids. Why don't you put to your kids' name? Even if your wife is an evil person. And then I was thinking, I had somebody telling him, now if I want, for example, if I need anything, I call mom, nataka viatu.
Imagine.
Mom, I need condoms.
But then that's a mama. Oh, what? Wait.
I saw that somebody was making a joke. For example, maybe akona kadem pali.
Yeah.
Before abai chochote, lazima atapigia mama yake. And this is a married man, you know, so it doesn't actually make sense to me at a certain point.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to find the name of that person.
That guy is
His
hard.
name is Hassan.
That's how who had you grow.
Yeah, so I'm asking, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it is good, or rather, not even good. You have to have these conversations with your partner. You have to, financial conversations have
It
to
was
be there.
Hakimi, not
Hakimi.
Hassan.
I keep confusing him.
Yes,
Hakimi.
Ashraf Hakimi.
Yeah.
Yes, and it is just crazy. I've seen those men. They are kind of those men. I've seen, and actually this was in my family. It was my auntie's son.
Yeah.
He's married. He has children, but he's still a mama's boy. Yani, he has to go even ask for, Mom, I want to take my child to school. Which school do you think is better for them? They are not even discussing this with the wife. They are discussing with the mom. Mom, my wife is pregnant. Sijui, what should I do with her? Sijui nini. It is just crazy, you know. And I didn't love that. And I'd hate to be with a man like that one. Imagine now your mother-in-law is controlling every finance that gets in your house.
Yeah.
She even dictates of how you can buy things. You don't buy this, you know.
Yeah.
And they are traditional women, and not even traditional.
My-
Like, you know those women, how they are.
That
How-
is dating a boy. That is
Well,
not a
no,
man.
Shadow.
That is not a man.
Baby girl, find you someone who's obsessed with you. You know, I think I love someone who's obsessed with
Man,
me.
you have to be
You
obsessed.
You have
with
to
me.
be crazy about me. Every time, like, you see someone trying to come after me, your family member, you're like, nah,
Nah.
it's me
Yeah.
first, you know.
It's
but
like,
again, I'm not trying to say like I want to try to be against you and your family, but a man should know what he wants.
Yeah.
You know, especially when it comes to a woman and settling down. I believe you should know what you want. Once you've chosen she's the one, you should let the world know she's the one, and you are not messing up around this. You're not joking. And anyone who's trying to come against her, like, it's done, it's gone. Because this is the life you're trying to build of yours. It's either a legacy of yours you're trying to live, of a family, of your wealth. We were discussing yesterday about wealth, generational wealth on the Black Kings frequency, and we ended up saying most of the men, those who end up having like multiples of wives, is because they know their capability. Lakini kuna nguruwe fulani inaenda kukunywa chrome huko inakuja inalalisha tu mama wengi. Just because
don't be just called the son of man and nguruwe.
A swine of someone somewhere thinking that he's capable just because he's drunk with some cheap liquor, thinking he's capable of taking care of multiple of women by making them pregnant. And literally, you are that deadbeat dad, So what I'd say is, baby girl, find you someone who's obsessed.
Find a man.
Find you a man who's obsessed. Find you a man who's willing to let you know of his finances. Personally, I love someone who tells me of his financial status.
And that you can control that. I know women. That's me too.
It's a turn on.
That's me too. Yes, I know my.
But it's a turn on when a man tells you.
This is it.
Baby, I agree.
Like, I just
this is my M-Pesa pin. Baby, some money just got into my. That's a turn on.
That shit is a turn on.
Or he gives his card and you're not even asking what's the pin.
Yes.
You already know. You're like, just swiping.
You don't need to ask like,
but in
what
conclusion,
you feel like shopping?
Yeah.
Take.
I know.
Go swipe.
You bought? Just go. Go.
Swipe.
Like, it's really a turn when someone tells you, engages you in their finances. But for women, it's quite tricky, by the way. Nobody.
What you're simply saying, talk to me, parents.
For women, but it's very hard for us to tell our finances.
Why am I telling you? Don't worry about what I'm making. And that is my money.
Of course, I will not say I'm broke, but I'll not tell you.
I'll not tell you what I earn.
I know.
I might tell you, but I might tell you a wrong figure.
I'll chip in.
Yes, of course.
But I'll not tell you what I'm
My
earning.
ex-boyfriend used to tell me,
you're always broke.
Where's your salary? You're always broke. You're always shmani. And I'm like, but I used to buy. What did you buy? Every day you want money, and I'm like, okay,
Emergencies every
yes,
time.
But in conclusion, love someone who loves you.
Not somebody who you love.
Go for somebody
who
loves you.
Someone who loves you.
See, I'm saying
Not somebody you love. Don't go for somebody you love. Go for someone who loves you, because they will be obsessed with you. But in conclusion to that story of financial issues in a relationship, I feel like yes, we have to talk about in a relationship. You have to sit down with your partner, agree on how you will handle your finances so that you don't get issues with your finances. But as we get closer to winding up, I also have one last thing to discuss with you, and this was something we were asking yesterday out in the streets, and it was about rich men changing poor women, and poor women can never poor men can never be changed by rich men. Or rather, do you believe that a rich man would change a poor woman, but a rich woman can never change a poor man?
Do I believe if a rich man can change a poor woman? Yeah. But do I believe if a rich woman can change a poor man? Yeah, too. Depends, though.
Okay, the question is, do you believe that a rich man can change a poor woman, and a rich woman can never change a poor man?
Oh yeah, I do believe that.
You believe that a rich woman can never change a poor man?
Oh, somehow, but I say that the first answer I gave, I believe a rich woman can also change. Yeah. I believe in both. Yeah, because you can find a man who's because personally I always like giving story to Nigerian movies, the Nollywoods. The Nollywoods, I think they have given the perfect examples and the picture of it. You could see a woman could give birth, get pregnant in the village. The baby daddy dumps her, I'm in Tupa just because he has money. ama because he got some sudden money,
Yeah.
now he doesn't want to get involved with a village girl.
Yeah.
But this children is going to bump into another rich person
Yeah.
who's gonna love her for who she is,
Yeah.
her looks,
Yeah.
like her personality,
Her morals.
everything about her, and he's gonna be obsessed with her. And this
Yeah.
is speaking about obsession. He's gonna be
Yeah.
obsessed with her. He's gonna protect her. He's gonna take care of her. It's gonna make everything about her.
Mm-hmm.
As much as he minds himself, he now knows he has someone to take care of.
Yeah.
So yes, I believe there's rich men who can make transform a poor woman.
Mhm.
Do I believe that vice versa? Yes too. But do we have like majority of the percentage of that? No. That is facts.
Yeah.
Facts being spoken. Maybe leave women as selfish.
Yeah.
Not all of us.
Not all
We are
of them.
selfish though.
But women are selfish with their money somehow. By the
Yeah.
way, don't you mean as much as me, I'd love spending on my man,
Yeah.
because me I know how dedicated I am to
Yeah.
the relationship.
Yeah.
Me I'd spend on my man.
Yeah.
But there's no I'd spend on my man on na ile tu naona tu pesa yangu inatokanga tu na yangu irudi.
Na-
Yeah, of course.
You know, I
there
wanna
has-
see I wanna see him reciprocate even
Yeah.
if it's a little bit. So yes, I do believe there are women who are capable of that, rich women who can transform a man,
Yeah.
but we don't have the percentage of it. But for those who are capable of, manze,
Yeah.
go on. For
Yeah.
us, for me, I can just reciprocate and I can just be there as a partner.
Yeah.
But I'm not capable of transforming. I can't.
Joby is one of those women she's talking about.
Personally, I believe that me I'd spend on my man if he's spending more.
On you.
More, not I'll spend, but I'll not spend the same.
Thank
He
you.
has to be spending more.
Oh my god.
More, and then I'll spend. I'll get comfortable, hiyo yangu kidogo ndakusomea bado.
Nilikubai.
Unajua, that's
But
me.
I love spending on my
I
man.
don't
Of
mind.
course,
You love
Joby.
spoiling my
Imagine
man.
I love that.
Joby, I
Reciprocate.
don't mind spending,
Uh-huh.
but he has to be spending more than I spend. When I get on him, I don't want us to be also in a. I don't believe that. For me, I don't believe it's always 50-50. I believe it's maybe
64,
60-40.
70, 30.
Yeah, or 70.
80
In fact,
to 80.
I do believe
Shmani
it's
is
70.
80 to 80.
Even if it is 60, 60
99.8.
even if it is a 50 and 49, there has to be a
0.1.
difference. What I mean is there has to be a difference. I can't be doing 50-50 with you. Even if I am going to unless I can do 50-50 if I am getting much money. Kuna wenye of which I don't think I can also date somebody who is under my pay slip.
Yeah.
It's my preference. I'm sorry for those women who can date men who actually pay less, but for me I can't. But even if I was getting like a lot of money, more than like maybe my husband is getting 50,000 and I'm getting 300 Gs, that I don't mind. But in a situation where we are all hustling, men, for me to reciprocate, I have to see you doing it, and you have to be doing it more than
you're
I'm
doing it.
But now my perspective about women actually upgrading their men, I do believe it's yes and yes. Of course, men. Somebody, and this I heard from Kamlesh, I've learned from the boys, and they always say a man doesn't care if you have money or not as a woman. He will love you, he will take you from the village, from your mom, and put you as his wife, and he's earning 1 million shillings, for man. And all men are like that. Most of the men, let me give an example. For men it is not an issue. It can be even 80% of the men or 99% of the men. They transform their women.
Yeah.
But for women, if I do something to you, and women will like to brag a lot, we love to count our things we did. Last week simindo nimekulisha kwa hii nyumba. Unajua, we count. Women that is us being women. But at the end of the day, also that doesn't mean I can't. For example, if I am rich and my man is poor, and I love him sincerely, Katie, like sincerely. For example, that is never gonna. I hope not. God forbid, please don't choose for me that path. But if I have to, in that situation, of course I wouldn't want my man to remain pale chini. So this is why I believe naweza elevate. I can teach him. For example, you find women tunafungwa biashara pamoja, or rather nafungwa biz. My husband is the one that is controlling the biz, So he will find his way out to also make money outside. It's all about potential. So I do believe if a man is actually, no man wishes that their woman would earn more. So they strive so much
To make sure that-
to ensure that anampita ama wako on the same level. So that is the point where I do believe at a certain point women can actually raise their men, because a man would not just be comfortable unless he's crazy, lazy, unajua. But a man who earns less would try so much to work more and extra. And these women, if a woman loves you, she'll put you on. You know, the same way a man can put you on. Do tell me, Katie, I'm getting deals, and I'm working with the government, I'm getting tenders. Uniambie siwezi fixia bwanangu tender.
Of course you will.
Definitely. So I do believe women can also raise their men. Unajua, if there is an opportunity, and I know if my man is winning, I'm winning, then he's not stingy.
And he's your man at the end of the day.
And we have kids. Definitely, I'm finna put you on. So I do believe women can also, at a certain point, make their husbands, you know, show their husbands the way. Show him how to get this work. That's on period. Just the same way a man can also. But now, when you compare women to men, men actually are the highest. Only a few women can do that.
Yes, I totally don't believe what this question said, because one, I believe in elevation when you are in a relationship, because I believe even this man, he can help me in a way, he can elevate me in a way. So whenever if I'm poor and he found me poor, of course he will try and uplift me and also clean me. You hear the way men say that I cleaned this girl, you know, I taught her to even apply perfume, you know. Yes, men are always never like, you know, this girl is like this, you know, I don't want to date her because she's poor. Men are always ready to elevate women. So I don't feel like now women should also be stingy with their money in elevating men. I can, you know, there is no problem with helping a man. Why is it wrong? Or rather, why do you say that just because I'm a rich woman, I can never date a poor man? No, if there is love, you know, if this is the person you love, or rather this is the person that loves you, go for them, try to help them out, you know. Yes, and I've seen situations like this where a woman who is doing very well, she goes for a man maybe who is very poor, or rather broke, not poor. Let me just not call them poor. This man is very broke. They uplift them, and this man gets even to their level, you know, and even much better than them. And this is now how we are saying that we cannot say that only men can elevate women. Women can also do this. If this is the person you love and this is the person that loves you, you put them on, and also you elevate them, because this is, you can never, I don't even I agree with, imagine you are in a relationship where you feel like now ati mtu wako ako broke na we uko na do,
lakini kuna wenye una elevate alafu wanaishia
wanakutoka unawaelevate wanaenda wanapata type yao.
How many women wamelipiwa fee because I have an uncle amelipia dem fulani fee, dem akamtoka.
Actually hadi hapa hivi kwa asubuhi somebody said I paid a fee for this girl and she cheated on me.
But I think it's weak of you of a man, like a woman, especially a woman taking responsibility of you, like trying to be there for you, then you just leave.
Lakini labda wewe ulikuwa type yake, wewe ulikuwa type yake wakati wait, labda ulikuwa type yake wakati alikuwa broke, lakini sasa akipata pesa ana change type, bro. Akapata type yako
from the moment you're broke.
Just go. In fact, people who have grown together ndio wanajipeanga respect zaidi. Unaona? Because you find, if you find a man mwenye anakufanyanga kila kitu, kuna venye atakuwa nakucheki. But mtu mmegrow na just struggles zake, atakupea heshima na atasema this woman
I've seen her.
She has seen me through thick and thin. And I believe that works.
Yes, very true. But anyway, family, asanteni sana. I see Jiba Jaba just joined us. You're saying hello, family. Hello to you too. And also you're saying you're looking fly today. Thank you very much. And unfortunately, we are coming to the end of our show for today. Asanteni sana for joining us on today's episode. And actually, we had so many people in the building, but they never talked.
I They were enjoying the conversation.
They were enjoying the conversation. We had 11 people in the building, but nobody talked except from Jiba Jabba. But anyway, family, have a lovely Friday, and also make sure you enjoy the rest part of your weekend. Make sure you stay safe as well, and also see you on Monday, same place, but early in the morning. Kwaherini. Mwah.
Yes, family, have a beautiful weekend. But you know, for me, it doesn't end here. See you guys on the Africa Today show. But thank you so much for being with us on this amazing week. We wish you nothing but just a beautiful weekend. Peace.
Yes, family, thank you for tuning in. See you on Monday. Have yourself a beautiful weekend. Cheers.
Yeah.